because he's quote-unquote to Voltron, I had to see this bitch through the end. I had to try and figure out what made people go, oh, this is so much better than the original in, like, literally every regard. Like, what did people, outside of shipping, what did people see in this? And the answer I came to is nothing. It's all just fucking shipping. Because that's all I can ever find when it comes to people discussing this show.
Is that really at all surprising in this day and age?
No. Because, again, is it a good character story? No. Is the animation especially amazing? No. Like, even the early seasons, which were a lot better animated, none of the animation, like, wowed me at all. Like, yeah, it's good, but, like, it's not, like, orgasm over, you know? Is the fight scenes any good? No. Well, I take that back. There's like 2 good ones, but they're surrounded by Lotor, who's like the only good fucking character. Is the mecha cool? No. Like, because he barely gets fucking used. Is the blazing sword cool? No. It gets used all of 3 times throughout 8 seasons. Like, is the music good? No. Boring. So, there's no salvaging it. Like, the only other thing I could maybe think of is, like, the voice acting, but it's not like the voice actors put in, like, some especially amazing performances. Like, outside of, again, Lotor, who his actor fucking pulls around all these guys. It's pretty amazing. Like, so I don't get it. I don't see anything anyone could, like, unless maybe this was, like, their first mecha or their first anime or some shit, right? Maybe then.
If you can even call
maybe.
it an anime.
It's not even an anime, right?
Yeah.
But maybe. But outside of that, I don't get it. I don't see any magic in this fucking. I really don't.
If you remember, what was Keith's epilogue?
Keith's epilogue. Oh. Fucking the rebel forces he joined after the war ended, because they do the thing where it's like, well, after the war with the Gaura was done, there was literally no more conflict ever. Which is bullshit. But, like, so after that he was like, instead of being a rebel group, we should be a charity group, and so he's the head of that. That's his epilogue. Not, you know, reuniting with, like, his friends or anything like that. No. Just, he's charity worker now. So, yeah. I can't really think of much else to say. Like, again, even if I was not a fan of the original, right?
Yeah.
I was watching this totally fresh. Like, even if I didn't know Voltron was a thing before this, right? The most I would think of this show... Well, first off, I probably wouldn't even make it past the first fucking season. But the most I would think of it is, it's just a really bad, mediocre mecha. Honestly.
And the deeper you get, wow, this is just a really bad insult.
Basically, yes. So, yeah. Maybe everyone else knows something I don't, but there you have it. So, what do I give Legendary Defender as a whole? Because there's no reason rating this season by itself at this point, right?
Right.
As an overall, if you were to pretend that this was its own thing, that Voltron before this did not exist, or you don't know anything about it, or just, like, again, despite the fact that this show rips off so many goddamn things, it does.
Right.
If you were to pretend it was totally fucking original, I'd give it a 2. Okay?
Yeah.
2 out of 6. It's got some decent stuff going for it. It had potential. Let's put it that way. It had serious potential, and it squandered it. But now, You add in the fact that it is a reboot. You add in the fact that this show was heavily advertised as taking the old show to some brand new level it had never reached before. You take in the elements that every fucking chance they got, they straight up insulted the very thing they owe their existence to. The very fans who are fucking watching this thing because they love Voltron and they want to see it continue as a franchise. To keep it relevant in people's minds, because in the 80s, Voltron was a revolutionary thing no one had ever fucking seen before and caused this huge boom of anime, like before Dragon Ball happened, right?
Right.
You factor in all that. 1 out of 6. There is nothing keeping you here if you're anything like that, other than having to watch it. Have to. There is nothing to keep you here.